Okay, it's time for the tour. We're going to take a look at the garden tour at Lucia and my garden. And this is a gate I put up. Let's see what's on the other side of the gate. Okay, so we come in here and we got some irises that are gonna bloom. I think, let's see. Yeah, there's a bud. There's a nice bud. That's going to be a nice colored one. And let's see, there's nopali cactus. And guarding our nopali cactus, we got Kuan Yin here. She's guarding the nopali cactus and quite a few other plants. That's her back, though. She's got a tree in the way. This is what do you call this plant, honey? The one with the pink flowers.
Impatient.
That's an impatient plant. And then we got Mexican sage here. Lots of Mexican sage. We come down here and we've got San Pedro cactus that I rescued. A rescued San Pedro cactus next to our aloe. That's a type of aloe that blooms. We'll call it blooming aloe. How's that? And now we're going to come up these steps here. I've got some rock steps, and we got the grandfather San Pedro cactus. This is the daddy of all the other San Pedros in the garden. Pretty tall. And we're going to come over here to this level. And we got a rock path. We're going to come down the rock path here. We're going to take a look at Kuan Yin and her domain, the domain of compassion. There she is, Kuan Yin in the shadows. Let's zoom in on her. She's a sweetheart. Yep, there's Kuan Yin. And next to Kuan Yin is our nopali cactus, which the deer, I think, have gotten in here and damaged them. But they've recovered. And here's the child of the original San Pedro. He's got some buds and pretty big. And we're going to go back and take a look over this way. We got what I call a wild garden. And this wild garden has, let's see, the wild garden's got calla lilies growing all over the place. Lots of calla lilies. And then these big bushy naked ladies, which have stopped blooming, but they look real lush. Then we've got some ground cover that went crazy. Look at this crazy ground cover. And we're going to go back up the stairs. Okay, we're going up to the next level. Okay. And on the next level, we're going to start here. What do we got here? This is a little succulent garden. And our succulent garden, standing guard over our succulent garden. And oh, got to see that. This is some this is a stump. Let's go back up here. And on top of the stump we got, what do we have here? We have St. Francis of Assisi guarding the succulents and all the animals that come in here. Squirrels, blue jays, all kinds of critters. This garden's been through so much. One year we had moles, and then voles, and then gophers. Here's some other San Pedros that are starting. Yeah, that's another like little extension of the succulent garden. And then we let these sour grass go bananas. We let the sour grass just kind of go nuts here. In with this clover and this other ground cover. I don't know the names of all these things. Over here we've got some, it's not sage, it's, what do you call this one, honey?
Yarrow?
That's yarrow. Yeah, we've got yarrow here. Then we let the calla lilies kind of do their thing. We got these calla lilies here. So I'm going to back up so you can see this bench. And this is still, some of it's still under construction. We're going to put in some more rocks and some steps and stuff like that. We're going to take a walk up here now. Okay, watch your step. Okay, okay. Now, I put in this fence because we had bunnies. After the moles and the voles and the gophers, we thought we were safe, but no, we were not safe. So I had to put in a fence, and you can see down here, I put in a real small fence down here to keep those bunnies out of here. The bunnies were feeding on irises, which is one of the main things that we grow here at this garden are irises. We dedicated this whole top level here to irises. So right now the whole garden's yellow with yellow irises, which are the oldest ones and the first ones to come up. We're going to take a walk on the other side of the fence on this other stone path. We'll take a look down here, and what do we got? What do we got? What do you got? What do you got to show us? Show us something. There, how about that? We've got a wind thing that spins. That's always fun. There's the back of St. Francis, and he might have his back to the garden, but he's still protecting the garden and protecting the animals. But is he protecting the garden from the animals? We don't know. We got some really, going to get close-ups on some of these guys here. Check this guy out. That's a lovely flower. We got some lovely yellow irises. Now, these guys have not bloomed yet. They haven't bloomed. You can see when they bloom, we'll have a lot more flowers to show you. What do we have? These are sour grass. Lots of sour grass. And sour grass. And these guys are going to have some gorgeous blooms. They're getting bigger, they're getting ready. Those are the really interesting colored ones. Stay tuned for the colored blooms. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss colored blooms. Okay, what do we got here? Wow. Alright, that'll make a nice picture. Shoot. That's nice. Okay, that's a big group of yellow irises, and we got some buds here. It's a nice bud. Hey bud. Hey bud, can you spear me an iris? Hey bud. What else we got here? Whoa. Okay, here's some other guys that are about to bloom. We spent a lot of time in here pulling up crabgrass and weeds and, you know, all the stuff that goes into getting dirty, getting dirt under your fingernails. Look at this baby here. That's a sweetheart. Yep. Now we do have a couple of bugs on some of these guys. They're getting a little buggy, but, you know, can't spray them or you'll lose the flowers. And then I'm going to back up so you can see this. This is awesome. Check out these guys here. that one. Woo! And got to put in some steps. This is really steep up here. And that one's pretty cool. Starting to open up. And then these are all the yellow ones. Okay, so we're just going to come around. We got this little hidden area here. And speaking of hidden areas, we have what we call the secret garden. The secret garden, I would tell you about it, but it's a secret.